I forgot to plug in the camera. I'm an idiot. Shh. Oh, wait a second. Wait. Ba-ba-ba. Sorry. Just taking my time. Camera. There we go. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm so distracted. Alright. Hi, Con. How's it going, my dude? Ah, yes. Max Galactica. I don't know why I hate this twittering sound. I think it's just a pitch higher than I would like. Ooh, where do we go? Let's go to the big top. I'm down. December 28th. Very big circus big top. Why would they do this? I'm sorry, I'm still looking at Discord. Okay, I'll close it. Closing this as well. There we go. Alright. As much of my attention as I can muster. My throat is very sore, so we'll see how far I can get in this. I'm hoping it'll be fine. So, Circus stage sure doesn't look this small from out in the audience. Wow, this is where they all perform, isn't it? Nick, do some somersaults. No, I'm not doing any somersaults. Why not? You look like you'd be great at it. Why do I look like I'd be great at somersaults? Roar. Is it a tiger? Huh? Nick? Wasn't me. Roar. 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 Tiger! He's coming this way! Roar. Ah. Well, he's dead. Nick, you're too young to die, Nick! Stay, here! So you reckon it's the tiger, right? That was still your bet? That circus deserves to burn to the ground. Let's go. I'm still here, I'm not dead yet. Nick, are you okay? Scared you, didn't I? Oh, it's a girl. Yeah, absolutely murder. Still reckon it's the tiger? God, this music is loud. Art options. So loud. Look at the difference in volume. Yeah. I'll get the matches. Hold up. Wait, what? No, I'll just leave it at what it was. Regent. Of course he's called Regent. Like Prince Regent. God, a voice. Oh god, it's gonna be difficult. I'm gonna make new voices. I just feel like I want to give her the squeakiest voice ever. Can I do that? Can I just do this? I know it's gonna ruin my throat, but squeakiest voice ever. Like, oh, wait. How do I want to do this? Oh, squeaky, squeaky. So we could torch the place. Let's go. All right, grab the matches. How would I do this?
He's such a cute tiger, isn't he?
Yeah, that's perfect.
What's the matter? You two are quiet.
What's the matter, me?
Nick, you almost died there. He wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt. That's alone dying. This little tiger hardly ever bites people. And besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? So if you think about it, you're actually really lucky.
What the? Wait, what? Hold the phone, what? I was too busy squeaking, what? I feel like I'm never gonna listen to a word I say whenever she's speaking because my brain's just like flatlines. Huh?
You agreed, don't you?
I guess. What do you mean you guess? Why are you agreeing with her?
Your costume.
Eh?
It's cute. I wanna try it on.
Costume? You mean my clothes?
You don't mind letting me try it on, right?
I guess not.
Really? You're the best.
Wow, the tables turned quickly. The tables have tabarded. So much for the tiger thing. I'll be back in 15 minutes when your voice is completely ruined. Thank you.
Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Berry, the renowned animal tamer of the Berry Big Circus.
Can I just say, I just realized this voice is like an enemy someone I give in Banjo or something. Like it's that like high speech squeaking. Hello, Wings. Is this your first time playing Dabba? Yes, it is. Hello. How is it going, Demon King? Just bows. Yeah, I'm playing this for the first time. I have no idea what's going on. Oh my god. And I've been playing this all week, and my voice is just, it's gonna crash into the ground. That's why I'm not gonna talk for 2 days straight when the weekend comes around. Hope you like it. I love all the Phoenix Wright games. Absolutely, dude. I really enjoyed the first one, so it's been good getting into this one, but I'm playing Zelda soon, so I'll be taking a little bit of a break from this one after next week, so. But we'll pick it up again. It's good. Drink tea, it helps. I just had a hot chocolate. More to stay warm, because that's not good for your throat. I don't drink tea. I'm sorry. But I have 3 bottles of water right over here, so we'll see how it goes. My name's Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium. Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. When you put us up next to an animal tamer, I bet we really look odd.
Nice to meet you. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. How old are you? Do I have an oldness? 16, okay. My impression was correct. Begone, bot! She's 16. 16. I did the right sort of voice for her then. What happened? Hey Regina, what do you know about what happened last night?
You mean the murder?
Uh-huh.
My dad was murdered.
Why don't you look upset? Oh, I see. Wait, what did she just say? So, the ringmaster was your...
The ringmaster was my dad.
Why do you look like you're positively sparkling? Because she is. Wait till all the guys simp for her. Ugh, no way. 16, okay. It's already bad enough that we have an 18-year-old with a whip in court. Franziska, my god. And what happened with Edgeworth? I need answers, Astadio. Astadio. In the last case, they said something happened with Edgeworth. They said Edgeworth was dead. And I'm like, better fucking not be, okay? I need him in my life, okay? Where is all the fan fiction? Anyway, oh, I'm so sorry about what happened to him.
Why do you say you're sorry?
Huh?
Anyways, where was your birthday scene last night?
That's a very refined pose, look at that. Even your dad?
Yes, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 p.m. After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around here.
Why did you do that? Oh my god.
I was playing with Regent.
Regent. So she was with that beast. Gotcha.
That's when the police showed up when they took me to check out things outside. The dog was dead.
For someone whose father was just murdered, she seems awfully perky. I wish she would tell us more about her dad. Regina. That's incredible that you are an animal tamer.
If you say so.
It has to be really scary.
Scary? Why?
Huh?
Regent isn't scary, he's cute. Ever since Leon died, Regent has been my best friend.
Oh, Leon. Oh, where this? Okay. Who's Leon? Yes, Leon the lion. Why do I feel like that's going to be important? Regent and Regina. Interesting name choices. Leon, he died?
Yes, actually he was killed. My dad killed him.
What? Why would he do that?
I'm not sure why he did it.
It's tough not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent eyes. Uh-huh, sure. Uh-huh. Can you talk more about this guy?
After practicing was over, Dad went right back to his room.
That is a hell of a face. His room?
Yes. The door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room.
Huh. It's so funny doing like really high-pitched voices, like sounds, and then going back to Phoenix, which is just, huh, yeah, alright. I don't know what's wrong with it. Like it's weird to think that in like terms of like the scale of like voices, like Phoenix, the voice I do for Phoenix is obviously my voice, so it's like just realizing like going from like, oh my god, to, yeah, alright. You say so.
I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened.
Ringmaster's room. It's probably a good idea to check it out myself. Is that it? Okay. Move. Oh, damn. Posters. 7/28. This was the ringmaster's room? Yes, this room belonged to the victim. Which means this must be where Max met the ringleader last night. Did he die here then or not? Now you mention it, that is what he said. Wonder what, that's an interesting poster. Ah, it's a poster of Max! I want it, Nick, I want it! I want to get out of here. Okay. Interesting that he has a really big picture where she's the star there. I'm wondering if he had a little bit of like hates Max and wants to push her into the sunlight or something like that. It's a table for guests. There are some papers scattered on top. Wow, look at this. Max's salary is written on this piece of paper. Yikes! What is it? I didn't know that. A magician. This salary is incredible. Usually it's not. She looks like she's ready to pass out from shock. How much is it? How much is it? That much? Incredible, huh? You could say that again. Phoenix just cries into his attorney badge. Just we ship Phoenix and Miles. Yes, we do. Where is my goddamn Edgeworth, okay? I haven't seen him since we started the new game. I was hoping he would be in this case, but I guess he's not gonna be till like 4 or 5. I don't know. I need him. Where is he? Estantia said he wasn't dead. And then we find out he's supposed to be dead, which obviously is a lie. But still, like, what? He chose death. No, don't say that. No. Do you not remember? No? What? He didn't choose death. He doesn't want to die. What do you mean? Didn't happen. I have arrived. Hello, Minibear. He left a note and everything, lol. No, he didn't. In case 5, he did leave a note in case 5, but that was it. Like, we didn't see what was on the note or anything. It's supposed to be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. The ringmaster signed and dated it. What's the matter, Nick? Max definitely got a raise. This document is dated a week ago. Interesting. I was raised 1 week ago. What, he wanted more after that? Ew, this mud cake on the table. So must have terrible manners. Must have made their shoes up, put their shoes up on the table. Nick, don't even think about it. I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am, anyway? There's a lot of posters here, don't you think? Are indeed. So many posters that they aren't likely to miss one, are they? Maya, we're supposed to be the honest ones around here. But, you didn't even notice that I took one. Oh, she's already swiped one. You're incorrigible, you know that? Emblazoned with Max's 3 famous symbols. I don't feel like this is gonna be important. There's no useless piece of evidence. Nick, look at all the cute trophies! Indeed. Just look at all the awards the circus has won. Like, all county quiz champions, Ringmaster Association mini golf master, beer belly balloon bounce champ, pet grooming grand prix. Wow, the Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could never have imagined. Don't worry about it, Maya. Phoenix is hella salty at the mention of Edgeworth all game because he mad his boyfriend left him. Understandable. At the end of the last game, he wrote, Prosecutor Edgeworth chooses death. I do not remember that at all, and now I'm concerned. Ever dance. Yeah, ever dance. Don't you ever understand? It's ever a dance. Yeah. Ignore that. Yeah, I read that. Look at all the stars on the poster. This must have been the poster they used to promote their public appearances. Posters are the way to go, aren't they? What do you mean? We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action, mind-numbing Legolas. You will say, wow, or perhaps hold it. Don't miss out on a stunning life or death courtroom thrill ride. Please don't. With those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic. Damn. That's funny. You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat. And they call this the face of someone who already knew that. That's a great line. What? A scrap of white paper is sticking out of the coat. Huh? Where? Where? Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats. Oh, you always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. No, grab it. What do you mean, go grab it? Important. This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but this cheap looks old and cheap. There's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster. He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. Were they? When you say something like that, it makes me think that the relationship wasn't 100% good. This is where the ringmaster applies his makeup. It's quite a collection of the most understated colors. Shocking pink, for example. This one says it's a 100% all-natural organic mascara. This one says sensitive enough for a baby and strong enough for a mime. Ringmaster must have been really concerned about skincare. Very metrosexual. What? Google? Google? Metrosexual makes it sound like you're attracted to cities. I'm just sexually attracted to metropolitans. Ignore that, please. Metro. I think it just means, like, meaning. Heterosexual urban man who enjoys shopping, fashion, and similar interests traditionally associated with women or gay men. Male, that's very, I don't know. Is a portmanteau of metropolitan and sexual coined in 1994, describing a man of ambiguous sexuality who is especially meticulous about his grooming and appearance. Oh, so like half the guys in high school. Gotcha. The popular guys ones. Okay. I mean, it's very confusing, and I feel like that's just, I don't know, it seems a little presumptuous. People can just, you know, want to take care. Oh, there's more pictures of, oh god, there's more. Okay. Nick, look at all the photos lined up on the wall. It's like a guided tour of the circus history. This is so cool. It seems like there were so many happy memories. Maybe we should do this sort of thing at our office. We could put up pictures of all the clients we have been found not guilty. And what if we had a client who was found guilty? We'll just pretend like they didn't exist. How's that? Maya, sweetie. Nick! Now you've got me thinking about losing cases. Why'd you do that? That's what the problem was with that sentence? All of these frames look the same. They almost look like thank you cards. Looks like every year the Ringmaster made donations to charity, to the Robot Clown Research Center. I hate it. You're kidding, right? What? They may be a perfectly reputable charity in the field of advanced tomfoolery. I love that. Okay. I don't think there was anything else. Other than the thing. Alright, back we go. Oh god. Okay, lodging house. Okay. Is this like a caravan? Seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay. Really? So we might run into that stoogey clown here, right? He's so kooky. Ah, it's you two. Oh, you. Oh, it's you two. Detective Gumshoe. How are you two? What voice did I give him? Goofy. How are you two guys? Always seem to know where I'm working a crime scene, pal. Because you're always working detective. Well, I'd rather not be always working, but with crime, you don't make your own hours. If I have to be at a circus anyway, I want to see the lion tamer and the top rope. But no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left. Nick, he complained. That's a rarity. Let's get back to business now, okay? Poor baby. Is there another place beyond here? No. This is it. Was this where they found the body? This is the only place that the snow has been trounced upon. Okay. Murderer was sloppy, leaving all these prints all over. No, we're the ones who left the prints. An investigation can be a messy thing sometimes. What? I always slipped and fell in that spot over there. The other detectives all got a good laugh while the prosecutor whipped me. Oh no. No. No, it's Franziska again. Thank God there was all the snow around them to bring down the swelling. It's great to know that the police aren't worried about preserving the evidence. That's very concerning. Some evidence under the top over there. Hey, watch it, pal. The killer's behind that tarp. Ah! Oh, gotcha. I was just kidding. Okay, that was random. Radiator pole. The safety line around the circus are kept on all night long. They should have been on the time of the murder. So he's saying the murder took place in the light?
How strange.
How strange indeed,
This year, I finally won an air conditioner.
What? You didn't have an air conditioner? Did you ride your Triceratops to work? What?
What do you
mean you won an air conditioner? You didn't buy it?
can't afford one of those things?
That's concerning. How much work do you do when you don't have enough money to buy a... Anyway.
But I got lucky and won it as a door prize at the annual police Christmas party.
Yo, Pog. They really pay you peanuts, don't they?
Peanuts? I don't even get paid enough for peanut butter, let alone peanuts.
That's ridiculous. That can't be right. I mean, admittedly, his job has been kind of declining. So this is the place of the murder? Doesn't really look like it. I call bullshit. Oh, yeah, talking to you. That's right. Do you know who will be the prosecutor in court tomorrow?
Of course, it will be Ms. Von Karma.
Oh. She isn't gonna hit me with her whip again, is she?
What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. When she surged up at the precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal.
I believe that. Hi, Dick. I love this case. Wait till you meet Ben. Oh, no. Okay. I'm waiting to meet more people. That's why I'm confused why there's only so many areas so far. Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure Ms. Von Karma is really interesting and all, but there's someone else I'd rather talk about.
Like who?
Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course. You know, Nick's true rival, Miles Edgeworth. What in the world happened after I went back home?
Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't heard what happened to him?
Nick won't tell me. Am I just not here right now?
Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore.
He's not around? Nick, what does he mean Mr. Edgeworth's not around? Exactly what he said. He's not around. Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay? Nick. What? Okay, it's fine. The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he?
Yep, last night around 10 p.m. Died outside in the cold. A pretty sad way to go out, if you ask me, pal.
Died of bite wounds from a tiger, just saying, maybe.
Do it, Hannah.
I want to know. You'll hate him. No, why would I hate him? I love him. Oh no, you'll hate Ben. Oh no, that's not what I want to hear. It was rather cold.
This is the scene of the crime, pal. The body was found right over there. Right about where you're standing now.
Oh.
Surprised you, didn't I?
Not laughing. Excuse me, but do you mind telling me what happened to the victim?
He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal. It's pretty clear cut as far as murders go. He was discovered quickly. But there's just one thing that doesn't quite fit.
Ha! There always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit. What was this thing that just didn't quite fit? The thing you mentioned earlier.
Footprints, pal. Footprints.
Footprints.
Look at this picture of the crime scene.
This is a really weird picture of the crime scene. What's this? This wooden box under the body?
No clue, pal. Some forensic expert took it back and are examining it now.
And what is so what is so mysterious about the footprints?
Whoa, calm down there. Take a good look at the footprints in this picture.
The footprints are on the scene. The victim's footprints are on the scene. Doesn't quite look right, does it?
That's right, pal. The problem is...
the killer's footprints aren't there. Why would they be? You'd plan it, right? You'd just wipe them away.
Bingo! Where did the killer come from and where did the killer run off to? Obviously, there's no way the killer committed this crime while flying.
A flying culprit? That's when something just clicked in my head. There's no way. Flying is impossible. That's right. Flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible. Ha ha ha.
What's with the horror love, pal?
I meant nothing by it, pal. He's my pal. He's my good boy. I'm gonna lurk now. Have fun. All good, Demon King. Take care. I'm really not seeing the appeal in this game. Guess it's not my thing. That's okay, man. It happens. People like different games for different reasons. I just like murder. I really do like murder mysteries, but you know, a lot of murder mysteries are obviously really like intense staring, interrogation scenes, trying to figure out what the murder is. Like, it's really tense. This is like my level of murder mystery where it's like, yo, I don't know what's happened, but it's funny. I mean, it's chill. Here we are, we're just having common conversations. There's no, oh no, the killer's gonna try and kill me because I'm close by or something, close to figuring out the truth. Nah. I'm just the attorney who's like, what the fuck's going on, mate? Better stated, it means I don't want to talk about it. Okay, so info about Max, what out of him? Okay.
Looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. And what they say, a bad attitude follows you everywhere.
He's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad. Just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal.
It's not just his attitude, I've got proof, pal.
Huh?
Left something at the crime of the scene.
Did I really just say the crime of the scene? Oh no, the scene of the crime. Oh my god. Okay, Ray. Sure.
One of his magician trademarks. An incredibly well-made silk hat.
Yeah, you think he would leave that around? Oh, it does have very classy decorative elements. That's a single peacock feather. It does not look that fancy. Made to order hat that is the symbol of Max's fabulousness. Found at the crime scene.
Max uses a cloak silk hat and white roses as his signature symbols.
Pretty mundane, aren't they? Who cares if they're mundane? At least they are easy to understand. I must have hit a nerve.
That's what he said.
Who said?
Eyewitness.
Oh god, now there's a fucking no. How come you stream so much lately? You finished uni, yeah? Yeah. You might not be aware. Okay, so I finished uni back in October of last year. And then I moved. Then we moved here. And my sister has a full-time job. I'm currently unemployed. And I've been struggling to submit job applications. But yeah, I don't do much. I take care of the house. I pay utilities. I go out, buy groceries, cook dinner, clean. Yeah, because I want to do streaming as a living, obviously. So, and also I get to play more awesome games. Hell, heckin' yeah. So, you know, why not? Okay. Sister is older? Yes. So my sister finished uni and basically like, so she finished uni and then applied for a job at the place that she had her internship at, and she got the job at her at the place she interned. So she's sitting pretty. As I said, like my final assignment I submitted right before we moved. And then there was like, you know, adjustment period, getting used to trams, trying to figure out where the fuck half the suburbs are around here, because I don't know where anything is. So confusing. It's like, someone says a suburb and I'm like, north, south, east, west, like, give me a direction, come on. Yeah, a lot of anxiety. That sort of stuff. Are you pursuing streaming career? Are you considering YouTube and TikTok? I should. I really struggle to post stuff about myself on my streams, because, you know, it's just one of those things. Where did you move from as well? I moved from Geelong, and now I'm in Melbourne. Somewhere. Who knows where I am. I wish I was doing a better job at trying to do stuff like that, but I'm very, I don't know. Just not good at doing stuff like that. Despite I should. I keep thinking about doing things. Like, I would love to do, like, animated just talking for like 10 minutes on a topic and then doing an animation to it, but that's really difficult. Animation is very difficult. Oh, okay. Geelong is in the same state. Yes. So I moved like an hour away, which is better than beforehand because before it was like 3 hours. But yes. So now we're here. We chilling. We're having a good time. Takes a lot of time. It's a good time. Yeah, so it's been a really weird last 6 months, but it's weird because despite it, how depressing it's also been like arguably like some of the best time I've ever had with my sister. So, you know, because she comes home, I make her dinner, we sit down, watch anime together, we vibe, we chat. And you know, it's also really cool because like Adara and I already have like a really good relationship, but we never run out of conversation. I don't know how. I have no idea how we never run out of conversation. There's always something we talk about, or just re-talk about something. It's good times. Tell us about the eyewitness. So about the eyewitness.
Oh, you know I'm not going to tell you about that. That's the prosecution's trump card.
Oh well.
Oh, I just remembered.
What?
Forgot to mention that you two are barred from entering that lodging house.
Why is that?
Oh, no reason, just something I remembered to tell you.
It must be because that's where the eyewitness is. Let's check it out.
Don't you dare, pal.
Alright, goodbye! I can just walk in. This is Mo. I wonder whose room this is. The name tag on the door says Mo on it. Guess he's not here. Wow, it's a real mess in here. My room's probably worse though. Oh well, I give up. We'll have to come back later. Look at the big shoes. Do they have eyes on them? Kinda looks like it. It's kinda cute. Awesome, look at these shoes. They're great. Forget the shoes. Check out the great gag banana peel. Sure it wasn't Mo's snack after lunch. Are you blind? Look at how many scratches there are from people slipping on it. Okay. I was unemployed for a bit over 2 years at one stage. There's ups and downs to being employed. Yeah, unemployed. I should be doing a better job at applying for jobs, but it's taken a lot of time to kind of get to the emotional point to be like, okay, apply for jobs. But I'm feeling like it's one of those things where like already like a month, like even from like a month ago when I was looking at jobs, or maybe a bit more than a month, like a month and a half ago when I looked at jobs, I was like so anxious. Now I feel a lot more comfortable with it, but now it's also just like just shoving resumes in people's like in just on seek.com and just letting it see where it goes. Kind of just have to do it. You're never truly prepared. Yeah, I know. I know. A lot of people say that. A lot of people. There is a folder open. Wait. It gets harder when you get comfortable doing nothing too. Well, and that's like a thing, right? Like, I do understand that, but it's also like, I'm still streaming, you know? I enjoy streaming. Costume collection, okay. World Spirit Channels, let's go. As soon as you start paying the bills, you can say that, lol. You're streaming a lot, which is good. Yeah. It's not enough to, obviously, like, I'm nowhere near making a living off it, but it's still, like, getting that, you know, like, conversations at it and stuff like that. Like, I still get a lot of, I guess, like, interpersonal, conversations. Is that the right word? Talking with human beings and having a good time while doing it. Yeah. There's a hole in the roof. Hold the phone. Look at the ceiling. It looks like someone punched a hole in it. You're right. I wonder what happened. I don't even want to imagine what goes on in here. What? That's it? It's not evidence? Okay. Murray's got an excellent pair of pajamas, laid on his bed in an excellent manner. What? Those are pajamas? You mean he goes to bed dressed as a clown? Ew. Okay. Murray seems to be a voracious reader. Look at all the hard books he has here. Plans for Dummies, The Joke's on You, Treat Your Peons Right, and the classic Funny Jokes are funny. Wow, I was very studious. The Joke's on You, huh? Clown equipment is so funny looking. He's got a bouncing ball, a unicycle, he's even got a trampoline. But they're all broken. Maybe he just did a little too excited during practice. Who knows what with that guy? Maybe that's a part of the gag. That's fair. Socializing, exactly. What the? There's a string of carrots here? Strange. The carrots seem to be come in all different shapes. Weird. Can't tell if Murray just likes carrots or if he's using them for some sort of gag. Okay, back we go. We didn't go there, I swear. Alright, let's go back here. Oh my god, she's so shiny. I just don't expect it. Nothing? Okay. Okay, let's have a look at the detention center. Yeah. Are you looking for a job in the field you studied or anything? I am, but I don't know. Like, it's one of those things where I've slowly been trying to figure out what the fuck is my field. Okay, I have a whole conversation about this. So, okay, I want you to understand. So I did communications in digital media. What does that mean? That's a good question. So one of the irritating things about my course is that my course, as I just said, is digital media. You know, we learnt a little bit about, you know, like posting stuff online and, you know, making sure you do it consistently. And like, I know all about doing stuff online, basically, like how to edit a video, posting memes on the internet, all that jazz. I know how to do it. I'm just typically not someone who does it, which is a huge disadvantage. Not the point. The area so there's 3 different sub areas to communications. So one is digital media, one is journalism, and one is PR and public relations, obviously. And big sigh, D. Big sigh, it's big sigh. So you can understand, like, so me maining in digital media, I looked over at the other people who were sometimes in my courses who were doing journalism and public relations and was almost jealous of them because it was like, at least their title basically tells them what they can do, right? If you're doing journalism, you can be a journalist. If you're doing public relations, you can do public relations. Digital media, I become digital media? Yeah, that's it. So anyway, I know a lot about advertising and doing stuff on Twitter and Facebook and posting stuff and going on analytics to do stuff like that. I know a lot about that stuff, okay? Not a lot. I know, okay, I shouldn't say I know a lot. I know vaguely a lot because a lot of it is just kind of really ground level. So much of it is just ground level explanations and it hurts my soul. And when I finished uni, like, okay, so okay. There is a course that you do as a part of the course, the larger course, that's called, like you do an internship and then you kind of do a review on your internship. But it's also like a course that's supposed to be like, look at all the things that you can do as a job, right? And you go in, you put your little, like, your course thing in, and it tells you what sort of jobs you can do. And there's like 6 there, okay? Doesn't make any sense. My headphones are like clicking, so I'm just gonna take them off and like jiggle them a little. So when I left uni, it was kind of like, okay, I can do social media managing. Cool. But no one really tells you what level you're supposed to be at. Like, I know a lot of the idea is probably you're supposed to kind of start with internships. But I would like a full-time job because I like consistency. That's, you know, I like consistently being able to, like, you know, turn up at work at the right time, do what I'm supposed to, go to home. Like, I like consistency compared to, you know, you're gonna have a job for 3 months and then that's it. I know it can lead on to more things and blah blah blah, but still. I found out only this week, mind you. So for the last several, sorry, I'm explaining this so badly because I'm distracted. I found out this whole time I've been looking at 2 different types of jobs. So, well, I've been looking for social media managing specifically, but take note, I don't want to be a manager. I don't think I'm qualified to be a manager. What I want to be is either an assistant, so I can be in a position where I like learn more from like someone who's, you know, a tier above me, a tier of cake above me. But you know, I was talking to one of my relatives and she was like, yeah, you could probably do coordinating. And I was talking to another one of my cousins and she's like, yeah, you can, marketing is basically social media. And I'm like, huh, okay, so I can apply for a marketing job. No, I kind of can't. Why do I say this? I found out that this week because I kept looking at marketing jobs and I'm like, why do every single one of these make it sound like I have to be so uptight and like analytical, you know, like businessy, right? So I go into my uni course, the uni course thing, and I look at a Bachelor of Marketing, and lo and behold, I found out marketing has like so small courses that are like financing, data analysis, you know, doing like project planning, stuff like that. So I did a course, it feels like for no fucking reason. No, I shouldn't say for no reason, but it's one of those things where it's like, I would be so much more qualified if I had actually done a fucking marketing course. Because I would at least have, you know, those finance skills and those data analysis skills, the types of things that I kept wondering why my teachers, my professors at uni, I don't think they're professors, quote unquote, but you know, the teachers at uni who were all like almost like skimming over those things. I always wondered why they skimmed over them so much. It was always like, social media is fun, let's make videos and let's write blog posts about world issues and stuff like that. And I'm always sitting there like, how come they never did the data analysis side of things? Because you'd think that'd be a part of it, right? It makes me so mad. Like, because, like, yeah, I think it's like that thing, right? Like, I would like to be able to apply for marketing jobs, but it's that 2 very different mindsets. One is the way that my uni teachers taught me and how I am, which is basically creative, fun, putting things out there, you know, some fun advertising, a little bit more creative and stuff like that. And then there's the marketing side of things, which is basically like data analysis. You know, you still put things up on the website and whatever, but it's more of that kind of like, okay, we did this much analyzing, let's look at the data, despite they're 2 jobs that are very similar, but one is vastly lower brain power than the other one. So you agree should have been secondary to a more useful primary degree? Yeah, basically. It feels like that. Because my course was too easy. I always felt like with my course, it was always like, I felt like something was wrong with it. Like, it's not that I didn't like some of the teachers, but there wasn't anything bad about it. It was just too easy. You know, it was always like, if you want to go through uni and you want to do something that's piss-ass easy that basically anyone who's been on the internet since they were fucking 14 know and understand. You just do communications digital media, because believe you me, you learn nothing. Okay, I shouldn't say that I learned nothing, but let's just say I learned more from my other subjects than my core subjects, because my core subjects were bullshit. Listen, I'm very angry. I don't know, like, it's just looking back at it being like, God, I wish I did a goddamn marketing course. And now I'm like looking at the marketing course stuff and I'm like, do I do a master's in marketing? The answer is no, I don't want to go back to uni, but the other answer is like, I can also just do a graduate certificate, mind you, which is 6 months, but it's still one of those things where it's like, I don't want to go back to uni. Uni makes me depressed, okay? Uni was like, hey, I'm gonna chip down your self-esteem, and I'm like, what? And it's like, I'm like, fucking what? Because, you know, you can try your best, but everything means nothing because everything's subjective. I got here, and the first thing I hear is, I'm very angry. Oh, I'm sorry, Philip. You missed the subject matter. So I guess you have to decide whether you want to work your way up the chain or go back to uni. And it's basically at that point, right? It's that kind of mentality of, if you get a certificate in 6 months, ain't the worst. Oh, I agree. I could do that. I say 6 months, it's fucking 3 months, okay? Because, my uni, I mean, no, you can't see the uni. The uni is very good at compacting things. So it'd be basically between like July and October. I could do that because that would at least give me a little bit more perspective. Philip, for example, I'm explaining the fact that there is a massive difference in at least brain perception. There is a very big difference between my course, which was a communications and digital media, and what type of courses you're expected to do as a part of a marketing thing. So would you be accelerated? No wonder if it makes you depressed. So your course would be no. Sorry, my mention about I had courses. I think one of the things that made me give up on uni, we had to do a video once. This was when I gave up on the concept of uni in the sense of, I'm just gonna skate by because that's how I do things. I'm very good at skating by. I had a course where we had to make a video, okay? Awesome, good. Love doing videos, okay? I need to breathe. I don't want to get too emotional. I had a course where I had to make a video, okay? I did. And they were like, okay, you have to show that you did planning. You've got to do like a type up analysis. Well, not analysis, but like what decisions you made while doing it underneath the blog. Because it's a blog post, right? You have the video, you have the blog underneath. I went onto the... I put so much work into the video, okay? And I know, okay, take note, I got it like a 70 or something, okay? Now, which is really good. 70 is a credit, but mind you, I had a friend who, I love this friend, no bad words towards her, but she spent one night, she like made one video one night, it was just her talking for the majority of it. She got an 85%. I got a 70. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I spent ages making this. I had music. I had different camera perspectives. I did stop motion. I did so many things in one video. And I'm, you know, it's like one of those things where you put your heart and soul into something. And it's like, okay, well, I guess I'm not good at that. I'm sorry. it's depressing. Anyway, sorry, Philip, yeah, so I'm talking about, oh, what I was gonna go on to say is, so I have, like, my cousins basically being like, yeah, you can do coordinating, you can do marketing jobs and stuff like that, it's pretty similar. And then me kind of sitting back and I'm like, I don't think I can. I don't have the data analysis skills. It's not fair. I know what you're talking. But, I mean, it probably is fair according to them, you know? It's just one of those things where it's like, I mean, I never saw my friend's video, mind you, but like, and she's pretty cool. Nope, they're a he now. God, I'm never gonna get used to that. I don't see them enough nowadays that I'm not have fallen into the pattern of making sure that I say the right pronouns. Feeling like the course you made wasn't worth enough? Yeah, basically. Yeah, so, but if you look up anything around social media is right in between two things. Marketing jobs, and there are so many marketing jobs, mind you, and graphic design. If you do social design, if it feels like for you to be a social media manager or social media in any things, they almost expect you to be a graphics designer. They make it sound like it, at least, like the fancy little advertising stuff. Pardon. But then there's marketing, which is very, very, like, data critical. Like, we expect you to write up reports and all this stuff, and I'm sitting there like, are you gonna teach me? Because I haven't written a report since, I don't know, like year 11, 12. Yeah, so basically what I'm saying is, should have done a marketing course. Like, there was someone else that I went through uni with. She already had a graphics design thing. So her doing communications, journalism, and like digital media, like it almost made sense to kind of go hand in hand with her. So she's set for life. She's amazing. I mean, I say all this, there's plenty of people from my course, obviously, who have already got jobs and they're fancy and they do things, and I'm not like that. I'm not fancy. I'm just vague. Just go through life. Is this the career path you want? This is the career path I want. I want to stream. I want to feel confident enough about what I'm streaming and how funny I am to be able to at least post highlights to my, that reminds me of something. I'm gonna write down dragon on arm and hopefully that'll be enough of a reminder. I want to be able to properly advertise this stream because I know all about what I need to do. I just can't bring myself to do it because I don't have the mental capacity to do so. Hi, Zan. Zan's arrived, guys. No more depressing talk. Okay. Max isn't here. Must be in the questioning. I want to see a magic trick. Should be back in a little bit. I guess so. Really? That's it? Oh, I'll leave. No, Zan! Stay around. Peace, nerds. No, I was like, PCE. I got really confused. Zan, come back. Okay, game time again. Got way too into that conversation. Am I supposed to do something? Wait, let me see, what's that? Anything here? Oh. She looks sad, bro. Alright, we've got lots of things we have to look into. No time for slacking, let's get going. Okay. What's the matter? You seem down. Maximilian Galactico, who would have guessed he was country bumpkin? Why are you surprised? So now what do we do? There's still lots of things we can do. Go to the scene of the crime, talk to the witnesses, gather evidence. Yeah, I guess you're right. We still don't even know what happened in the first place. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out, what the hell's going on. Any ideas? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. I could have sworn I've heard that before. Well, we never have enough information. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. Okay. Lucky I'm far away, I would be hugging the feeling out of you. Usually that's unlucky. I'm unlucky. Dude works at the circus. Hell yeah. Phil, much hugs. Heckin' hugs. It's alright, man. This is just like a recent realization on the entirety of everything that I know, and it's very depressing, but it's the way it goes. What's your thoughts on this gal?
Got a half a days for most of the performance at this circus. They're certainly a strange bunch of characters.
Don't say.
Well, not stranger than you, I suppose. That was cold. I'm sorry, I was just messing around. Looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say?
You said that, but it's better just make them criminal. Yeah, proof. Yeah, we talked about this. And he didn't tell us eyewitness. He told us not to go in the room. We went in the room. There was nothing there. Blah, blah, blah. Everything is depressing, but worrying never makes it easier. Can I have that just written, like, above life? And then just that sentence. Maya! Her name's literally on the thing. It's spelled with a Y. No offense. I just thought it was funny. Looks more like a Samoan name now, being written like that. Like Moana. It's big facts there. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do. How about this? What can you tell me?
Hard things.
Really? You too? I understand exactly what you mean. Never expected Maya to make a new friend in a strange place like this. You're the same age. Why is she so happy? Your dad's dead. I did this.
It's Max! Where is Max now, anyway?
Regina. Oh yeah, I gave her the highest pitch voice. You don't know? He's been arrested. He was charged with the murder of your father. It's okay. Nick and I will help him.
Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean the criminal.
Of course he's not.
I'm worried about so many things right now.
Like what? The fact that you murdered somebody? What's in your mind? Regina, what's the matter? What's in your mind?
I'll tell you, Maya, but just you.
What? Really?
And then?
Oh my, that's incredible, Regina. Come on, Nick. There's no reason to pout. Don't worry about me. Regina told me that someone professed their love to her. Professed their love? I like how he stuttered over that. So what happened? That's the Magi wand, right? No? What? Sakura capture. She has a staff that I recognize. Wait. I'm still on. And then, on the exact same day, another person professed their love for her as well. What? Who was it? Someone named Triller. Triller? Apparently he's a tenor who sings in the circus. Haven't met him yet. Regina seems to be quite the hit with the men in the circus. She's 16. It does look like Sakura capture thing. It does. Is that a sneeze? Is that grump? Grump. So what happened? We talked. So, what happened last night? We talked to Maximum Galactica. And after talking to him, we came here. We met her. And we've searched a few rooms. We don't really know exactly how the crime occurred so far, so I'm a little confused about what I'm supposed to do here. You're not kidding. 2 people in one day? Even I want to profess my love to her. Me too. She's so cute. That's it. Did she tell me who? Do I have a picture? No. And then we went in here. We did in this room. We got some evidence. That was this, about how he got a raise, but that was a week ago and not yesterday. Do you like hats?
This silk hat is Max.
That's right.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I thought of the idea for wearing the hat.
Huh? Really?
Yep. I took my sketch to the hat shop, and I made a custom hat for him based off the sketch. This is only one of these silk hats in the entire world. Isn't that cool?
Is there? Is there? Was that it? I mean, that was still important, I would say. That's a lie. Hold it. Oh, here we go. I don't trust any of these fucks. This Regina looks suspicious. I agree. She's too pretty. It's always a red line. Sign. Red. Yeah. Huh? Hey, Nick, look over there. What? There's someone over there. Excuse me? Okay. Hello. He looks very unsuspicious. Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me. Me? Yes, you work at the circus, don't you? No, I'm just an everyday average. I'm not gonna give him a voice until I know his name. The name impacts how his... I don't know how else to do his voice otherwise. An average Joe who just happens to hang out at the circus? I don't think so. Yes, I am. I got nothing to do with what's going on here. He's lying. Like any regular person would hang around the circus dressed like that. I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm a spirit medium. My name is Maya. Well, I just happen to be a person, but I suppose you happen to be some kind of carny? A carnivore? No, not a carny. I'm a performer, actually. A ventriloquist. Yeah, he does look like a ventriloquist, doesn't he? Wait, being cute is a red sign? Yes. Sin. This guy is like the physical embodiment of Colgate toothpaste. Why'd you have to say that? That's all I'm gonna think now. There's definitely more than one. Who would they say there's only one? That's way too specific information for me to forget. Agreed. Cute is fine. Sweet is off-putting, but that girl has straight cavities. That's a good way of putting it. Ventriloquist. I'm Ben. Oh, this guy's Ben. Someone said I would hate this guy. I mean, I hate him now that I think of the taste of toothpaste every time I look at him, but... Woodman. Your last name is Woodman? Hey, mind delicata. That's my job. Yes, that's right, but that's because me Ben. Ah, yes, that's your alias, right? I believe they call it a stage name. Said I hate this guy. I just keep thinking of Colgate toothpaste now. Stop. What have you done? Ventriloquist. He looks like the puppet. Looks like both the puppet and the guy with his hand up the puppet's prop hole at the same time. Instead of people calling people assholes, we should call them prop holes. Anyway, excuse me, Ben. I'm trying to... What sort of voice should yes, you mean. I kind of want to like slow and speed up the voice, like even if it's just like regular voice, just you know, like about the murder. I'd like to ask you to. I would like to talk to you about the details, if I may. Really, I'm just a regular guy. I don't know anything. This guy's so nervous. He's creeping me out. That's a good way of doing it. Nick, cheer up. Just try and smile. Sure. Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica? Max? He's not very nice. Did you just say that Max is not very nice? Oh, my head hurts. Yikes, I hope he is okay. Sounds like he just popped a gasket. What? Ben, so you're a ventriloquist? I'm just a really regular guy. You already told us you were a ventriloquist. Oh, yes. Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that. I can't help it. He's making me nervous. Ben, would you mind showing me some of your skills as a ventriloquist? Well, I just ran right now to my puppet. Why? He's contagious. Alright. What do you know about this guy? Am I taking a look at this? Guess we won't need you to look at it after all. Okay. Conversing with him is really tiring. Sure. Okay, what about the murder? Do you mind taking a look at this? Nope. Okay. What about evidence? Okay. Where's the music for every time I'm supposed to talk to this boyo? There we go. How's our favorite attorney holding up? He's sad. He misses his Edgeworth boyfriend. His edgy boyfriend. It looks like both the puppet- I read that already. How you going, wolves? Lodging house, first floor, Mo's room. Cool. Hello. Kablamo! Oh, congratulations, you're the next big wiener! The 1 millionth visitors in the room of Mr. Mo Curls, Amy! Why is that the voice I decided to come up with? Earplugs? Must find earplugs! That's a very Stantia sentence, I don't know why. I've read that, my brain's like a Stantia. To celebrate this momentous occasion, what would you get for an iconic grave? Just one. Did you get my joke right there? Grave? I hit my lip. Every day was fabulous. Just magical indeed. I welched on giving you more than one. No, if it was funny, it was your duty as a human to laugh. People don't laugh as usually, who don't laugh are usually seen. Okay, sorry. People who don't laugh are usually seen in Lansing. Catch my drift. I don't fucking know what he's trying to say. People saying I'd be irritated by Ben. I hate this guy. Maya. Ha 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 ha. This is like some Faustian nightmare. So that's a clown, right? Come on, it was funny. Clowns are always funny in my book. No, they're not. They're usually murderers in my book. Does Dara ever walk in and say, what the heck is going on in here? What the heck is going on? If she walked in and said that, she has to say it in the Gabe Grumps reference. No, she doesn't need to. She knows me. We're not weird. We're not weird. We're scary. Clowns are very scary. You gotta remember, my sister's been living with me for the last, like, ever. My entire life. She knows me very well. Unless she walks in here later as I'm doing this voice. In my book, they're just funny looking. You sure do have great taste in clothes, girlie. Look at that garb. Oh god, this is difficult. You look just like Greta Garbo. I'm going home. No, Nick, you can't. No, I can excuse a bad joke or two. But this stooge keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's why I object too. Okay. Okay, listen. Listen, guys. I always laugh at my own jokes. How many times have I clipped something because I'm just laughing at my own joke? I'm just saying. Why you gotta break my heart like this, Phoenix? I thought we were on the same page. I literally am the epitome of laughing at my own jokes. I love my own jokes. They're stupid. Clowns are only murderers in your book because you're reading the big book of clown murders. No, I don't read anything related to clowns. I don't know anything about clowns. I don't know about legal clowns. All I know is that clowns have been typically face of murders before in the past, and I think they should just be banned at this point. Cause no. Yeah. Okay, I get it, but you have to admit he is kind of fun. No, I do not have to admit that because he isn't. Again, feels like a stand here. Okay, I missed him. Very big circus. Could you tell us more about the very big circus? It's a very big story. Sure, you got the time for it. Let's just keep on coming. This circus has been in business for 20 years. What am I doing underwater? Even though she's like a circus. Wait, what? Ha 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 ha. Well, I mean, her circus cool. Like, wait. This circus so cool. I mean, okay, take note. I never saw the end of Hunter x Hunter. I know he's a bad guy. Saw 25 episodes worth. But he was just cool. Come on. You like Hisoka too, right? Oh. Gonna ruin my voice. This is the end of my voice. We all perform under the guidance of the ringmaster, Russellberry. 20 years, wow. Working in the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TV, and bowling, there's just too much competition. Yep, that's why circuses should die. I just don't like circuses, okay. The ending? Hunter x Hunter is going for a 4-year anniversary of hiatus. Is it coming back, or...? Problem with Hisoka is the main characters are like 6. And even chasing down and challenging kids to beats of strength is fucking weird. I agree. There is some weird shit going on in Hunter x Hunter. Like, it gets to the... Okay, so I watched like 25 episodes, right? So it gets up to the point where like, where the fucking lightning bro doesn't get to become a dude, and it's just like, come on. He went through all of the effort. I was so mad when I got to the end of the 25th or 26th episode, and it was like, but little did they know it was just the beginning of their hunter training, and I was like, fucking bullshit, okay? I've been waiting to get through to the end of this. I was waiting for them to become things, and I'm just like, ugh. Also, Zan, I don't understand what you mean by the problem with Hisoka is the main character. Oh no, that's right. Okay. Sorry, I read that wrong. Okay, sorry. But yes, the main character is... No, I think he's 10. I thought he was 10. Maybe. But I agree. There's a lot of problems. Well, Hisoka gets kind of horny when he sees strong people. Oh, that's right. Anime ended pretty well for me. I haven't seen the rest. I need to see the rest. That's me. Manga that is on hiatus. Seems fine to have young kids fighting adults with twisted villains, but then forget that. Kinda. It's always one of those things where like, I need more, I want more animes in my life that are like, everyone's legal, okay? Please. I need this in my life. Just make everyone legal. Okay, even 16 feels like it's stepping a line. Like, just make everything 18 plus, okay? You can make you can go and keep your characters of, yeah, they're 30 years old, but they look like they're 10, okay? Sure, whatever. I'll let it go, alright? But just, if you're doing a teen drama, just make them 18. I mean, they usually do 16 to 18, but like, not 14, not young, okay? Alright. Legal in Japan, what is it? I think it's 14. No, it's 16, surely. Do I want to know? Maybe I don't want to know. Without any context, the situation is fucked. But I love the circus. I love it too. This is why I've been here for 20 years. This guy totally murdered somebody, surely. He's gonna take off his hat and his hair and he's gonna be like, I hate it. And it's all gonna go grayscale. That's the way I go. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends in the clowns on us. Nick, you just made a joke laugh. The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world, a real class act. No, look at that. That's so cute. Okay, that's kind of cute. All right. Oh, the carrot. Even when there were no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me. Wow, that's really generous. Interesting. I'm wondering how much the ringmaster, how much Max was squeezing out of the other dude then. Because he knew that I had a family to care for. Wow, that's nice. He was happy to take care of his employees. I think that's one of the things I'm kind of shocked by. This guy looks so nice. He looks like a jolly dude. So who murdered him? His own daughter? I don't know. I see. How could anyone do that to such a wonderful man? Poor Mer. Don't involve body possession stories with kids. Ace Attorney. He murdered the fun. I was waiting for Phoenix to say that. Poor Mo. Mo has family. Noted. He looks like Dr. Eggman. Kind of. Mo. Wiggity, 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 what? Huh? I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born with a sense of humor. Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way? Let's talk about the murder. Let's see. It must have taken around 10 p.m. last night, after rehearsals were finished. This is so painful. It's annoying because it's not even like a quiet voice, because it's just like a dolphin. I was tucking out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it. Caught a peek? Caught a peek? Of the crime! Just as we suspected. This guy's the eyewitness to the crime. The ringmaster was truly ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show. New elements? When you've been a performer for a long time. God damn. You are so gonna have a sore throat later. What do you mean? I've had a sore throat all day. I talk too much. Went through this. Is that a dolphin? Okay. Your act starts getting a bit stale. I realize that even my act can get a bit long in the tooth. What? Even my jokes can be a bit, old-fashioned. A bit long in the tooth? But that- I like how, again, Phoenix and I are on the same page again. But that make-believer takes things too far. Make-believer? The magician, the one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say to me, you're one of those funny types, right? What does he mean, one of those? All the joke's on him now. On him? Yep, he got on everyone's nerves. Just like this voice getting on my nerves. I have a stanchion who walks in here and she's like, what have you done? To your voice. Should open a paint file that's one of those ridiculous police boards with wires going everywhere and notes. What? It was my fault. But we were talking about Elden Ring. It was worth it. Immersive stream. Immersive. Is that what you call it? The day of the murder. Go ahead. No, wait. Just forget I said anything. I bet he's still hiding something about Max. You said you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw? Well, the police told me that I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm just gonna have to let these... I'm just going to have to let these slips stay. That's not fair. I guess you're right. Maybe I can tell you through to tell. I feel like I need to, like, move my cheeks around that clown. We're leaving we can get old stiff lips here to make with the funny. Stiff lips? Wait, do you mean me? Nick, you can do it. What's the matter? Just getting ready, okay. Do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time. Yeah, just give him a new voice. What? But it's so perfect. It's like when your dog looks at you disappointed. Oh, I feel like I'm disappointed in a dog. Oh my god. Adara and I were walking home and there was a girl with a really cute dog and walking across the road and I was like staring and I was obsessing over to Adara and I'm like, okay. So good. So bad, right? He's totally right though. Because he's right. Dun-dun-dun. Alright. At least his expectations are low. I wouldn't let him quit his day job. Yeesh, cut a guy some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over here. It wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but you did try, so I'll tell you what I saw. Sorry, he's incapable of being funny, bro. Okay, I'm gonna do this with normal voice because it's all serious. Unless it's just like, that night somebody died! That would be horrible! Or I could keep doing it like that. I feel like I'm transcending to- I feel like I'm speaking to a different policy here. I loved it. What Maya said was a good one. I want to pet every dog I walk past on the street. Dude, same. Like, I just want to pet the dog. But I told Adara we can't get a dog until, well, I would like to change to a different apartment and well, I want to have a job is the requirement, but yeah. I'd like to have, because we don't have a bottom apartment, so. Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thwomp. Once I heard it, I jumped out of bed. That's what I saw. Picture. Oh yeah, because that could be anyone. Literally could be anyone. Cloak and a hat. Without a doubt, it was that magician. No, he has a fucking cloak and a hat. Could be anyone. Take your bets now, guys. Based on the height, I want to say Ben. Kind of based on the height. I think Regina would be shorter. Wait, so that's the window. Yeah, I think Regina would like come up shorter. We're going off height here. And I don't know if I've met every single person yet, so. That's all I saw, but it just proves how terrible that man actually is. He knows more about Max than he's letting on. How do you know? I think he just turned his head to the side, like, I'm not talking to you. Oh yeah, this guy. Oh shit. Oh my god, every time. Too stunning. Nothing. You can just walk up to them and ask, I'm scared I'm gonna be seen as some mugger, but when I just want a pat dog. I pet every dog that let me do it. I don't care. You have greater strength than I do, Philip. I just look at dogs and say, hi! God, I'm thinking about them now. They're so cute. Can this shiny person please get off my lawn? What do you think of this guy? Oh no. Oh god.
That's Marsh. He's such a funny clown. He's been a good friend to my dad for a really long time.
He's a good friends with the ringmaster?
My dad always said, when it comes to I can entrust the Suicune costume, it's definitely Bo.
Yeah, that clown is one lovable stooge. Interesting motive, just saying. Don't you think so, Nick? No comment. What about this guy? Toothpaste man.
Oh, that guy, his name's Ben, right?
Huh? You don't know him?
I don't know, he didn't really catch my He's friends with Triller, right?
Wait. We're the ones asking the questions around here. Again, haven't met Triller. How old is Triller? Please be legal age. Please be legal. And this guy's still a nervous bean. I did dog before I ever say hi to the owners. I know I'm bad. No, wolves, that's the right way to do it. Don't worry. Don't stress. Maya is greater than Regina. Agreed. This music's jazzing. What do you think of toothpaste, man? Man, how he's doing? He's a ventriloquist. He's a ventriloquist, isn't he? That's right. Boy, was I surprised when they told me his secret. He's got a second mouth where his belly button should be. What? What? Is that a joke? Just kidding. Okay. Med wouldn't tell me a single thing about the murder. That's a simple problem, so if he won't talk if he doesn't have his puppetry. Oh. Listen. Philip. Let me just... That's a simple problem. He won't talk if he doesn't have his puppet Triller, okay? Someone named Triller confessed their love to Regina, who's 16. If Triller is Ben, it's Ben talking to her through the puppet. A 31-year-old admitted that they were in love through a puppet to a 16-year-old. Just end it. Okay. 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 Trailer. Ben doesn't have his ventriloquist puppet. You'll barely get a word out of him. Yeah, I had a feeling it was gonna be something like that. Let me turn the sound back on, bro. Did I miss something while reading Dog Versation? Oh no, this was earlier. Master and puppet. Oh, don't put it like that, my dude. Gina? That's the ringmaster's daughter, Regina. Ever since she was a little girl, she's been watching the circus performances. Cuter than a little puppy, Maltese, that Regina. If only my Lorena was that cute. Lorena? Oh, Lorena is my daughter. She lives with her mother now. It's true that they say about the tears of a clown. Oh, now he's sad, bro. Alright, let me explain. Okay, so if we go back... If we go back... Actually, no, wait, can I... This thing. What's in your mind? I'll only tell Maya. They talk about it. Regina told me that someone professed their love to her. Professed their love? Not only that, it was Maximilian Galactica. Okay. I wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyway. And then, on the exact same day, another person professed their love. Okay, we also need to, wait, how, age check. 21. Okay, 5 years. I will accept that, okay? 31. Okay, 5 years, fine. What? Who was it? Someone named Trilo. Trilo. Apparently he is a tenor who sings in the circus. Haven't met him yet. Unless there's another Trilo. Pray that 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 there's another Trilo. Pray. Otherwise, this might be a completely different conversation. So, I need to find his doll, right? Is that RPD fake? Is RPD top hat? They found that at the scene of the crime, didn't they? That's what they've been told. Unbelievable, that jerk killed the ringmaster. I don't think this guy did it. I mean, he has motive now, but I don't think he did it. Ben, on the other hand. Really a shame what happened to the ringmaster, right, Mer? Seems that the ringmaster was truly a great man. I'm so cold. Another Trilo. A 50-year-old guy. No. Don't say that. Bad. Prague. I don't know what to do now. Yes, we're a sweetie now. So how do we get to court? Eventually. Eventually is the answer. I don't know if you've seen cold, I know, Han. Let's stop blaming the clown, the tiger and Max, and move on. Con's bet was the tiger. Have my blanket. Yo! Thank you for passing it, my dude. Sound. Okay. Oh my god. Wait. Do we get to go to court with the tiger? If we don't, I'll be very disappointed in this game. It's my two sweeties. Welcome to the detention center. Did you just call me a sweetie again? What's on today's agenda? What can I— wait, it's fabulous. What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully fantabulous, so. I mean, fabulous. That's why we came to meet with you again. What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max, let's talk about absolutely fabulous. Okay. Max Galactica. We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max. Would it be really interesting if we all found out this was around Regina? Hear me out. Max goes up he confesses his love to Regina, okay? And Regina maybe returns his affections a little bit. And so he goes to the ringmaster basically being like, hey, I would really like, could I like court your daughter or something, right? But as he's overhearing that, and he's like, I'll think about it, kind of thing, okay? But then Ben overhears it, and after he's confessed to Regina, who happened to be the same day, and then he's like, goes up to him and he's like, what was that? Sort of thing, like, I'm in love with your daughter. I have been since she was small. And he's like, dude, you're 31 years old. No. Because that's like, what, 15 years? Like, just no. And then he killed him because he's a creepy. That's the sort of dumb shit Phoenix Wright would do, to be fair. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If it doesn't do it, I'll be disappointed. Anyway, I heard a lot of you about you at the circus, Max. Ah, you must mean from the dinosaurs. How were those Jurassic geriatrics? Max, not very popular with the other performers, are you? Yes, sweetie, that's what they call jealousy. Jealousy. They are absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can't see the obvious difference between us. People who really understand? For instance, my sweetie pie. So Regina understands him? I plan on getting married. Called it. She's truly my sweetie pie princess. There you go. Wow, that's so cool. It's already in the works. Oh. That's strange. Regina never said anything about actually marrying this joker. Oh no, here we go. You met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder. Yes, it was I was with him around 10 PM once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after we finished. I found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house. Yes, I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return. Huh? Sorry, Max. I'll have something I must attend to right now. Do you mind waiting for me right here? It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat? Oh, look, the coat's right there. It's alright. I'll be right back. It should only take about 10 minutes. Wings' power of deduction. Han is Phoenix herself. Poor bad and yes, so interestingly, in the room, hat and coat. I mean, obviously this is not an actual picture, but my point is that either he's lying and someone came in here and grabbed the hat and coat, or again, there is another hat and coat somewhere. And then I waited for him, but he never came back. Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tapered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. I have no idea what he went off to do. I don't really have more evidence at this point. Evidence to get past this. So we're reckoning that the bet is that he wasn't lying. He wasn't meeting up with him to do that. He was meeting up with him to get married to Regina. For the money, maybe? The circuit guy used a t-shirt, he wouldn't feel cold. That's a good point. They said there's only one of those hats in the world, but I'm still unsure if that's true. I think we know that's not untrue. Maximilian said he was gonna marry you. It's cute when he sweats. Just saying. It's like he really is nervous. Behind all of the dramatic facade, he is nervous. Maximilian Galactica. No matter where you see me, you get shivers, don't you? The silk hat of the good oak, the white roses on my chest. I actually didn't notice they were there. They're my symbols. You know I had to cut the number of symbols to 3. The number. You had quite a few to begin with, huh? Well, I thought they could never have too many symbols. Sunglasses, beauty marks, soft pillows for the lips. A beard, buck teeth. What? I gave all sorts of symbols a shot. And if I forgot one, when I put on my makeup, everyone would forget who I am. That's awful, especially for a magician. That's the ringmaster. It's a shame what happened. He was going to be like a father to me. Ah, this is my silk hat. It's the only one of its kind in the world. It's one of my most prized possessions. The silk hat proves that I was somewhere else. Where did they find this, huh, sweetie? They found it at the murder scene. I don't know nothing about nothing. Ew. Max is so pathetic like this. Max must be really confused. Poor Bebe. I don't have any proof of... So where's the doll? For the record, another reason why I reckon it's all because of love is because we haven't really had a case like this in this game so far. I mean, like, we've done it because of, like, familial affection, but not because, like, they're all kind of racing to try and, you know, date the darling daughter, despite she's 16. Back off. I think 16 is the age of consent. No, this is America, isn't it? This is America. No, I already did this, didn't I? Good job, huh? You have the puppet? Where's the puppet? Why kill the father and not the rival? They are all trying to date an underage girl because the father forbid them so? Basically. That's what I would be arguing. Well, I mean, imagine how mad you would be, right? You know, you're in the murder scene and he comes out, right? He comes out of, like, the office. I think the office is somewhere around here, right? He comes out of the office and he comes up dressed up as Max and he's like, you promised your daughter's hand in marriage to that guy, the guy that everybody hates. Why would you do that? And he's like, look, it's for the sake of the business. It's for the sake, he's got a lot of money. Like, Regina would be better off with the rich guy, the rich pretty guy. And he's like, and then he's like, but I'm in love with her. And he's like, what? You can't be. That's weird, man. That's illegal. And he's like, but you're gonna promise them to the 21-year-old? It's different, you know, or something. And he's like, no. How could you say that? I'm in love with her. And then hits his head on this thing, maybe. Hits his head over the top of this. And left him there, not knowing that the cold would slowly seep in and kill him as he was unconscious. Because I'm pretty sure when you sleep, you know, your body temperature plummets. So being in snow is not a good idea. Okay. What do I do? Time to go to the wiki. I don't think of it. I don't think I ever examined this area, but I can't be bothered. Let me just go to a quiet place. Thank you. But where's the tiger in the story? It doesn't seem likely for a tiger in court. No, there's been a tiger. There has been a tiger, don't worry. Okay. I can't believe I'm still in day 1. I was hoping to at least get to the trial. Okay. Okay, I've done that. Gumshoe. I'm almost at the end. Once you exhaust the topics of conversation with Gumshoe, go back to the wait. Now head to the lodging house. Circus, Gumshoe, crime photo, present Max's profile to Gumshoe. There's some chatter and the silk hat gets added to the record. Yep, got that. Once you've exhausted the topics of dialogue with Gumshoe, go back to the circus entrance. Benjamin Woodman is there. Talk to him about all 3 topics. You'll need to get to Moe's room. Reach it through the lodging house plaza. In here, you'll find Moe the clown. Talk to him about every topic. Once you've run out of these things, present Max's profile. This one will get you information, but also the circus map for your court record. Oh. Is someone missing? God, every time. Enough. Oh god, I went the wrong way. Circus entrance. Lodging. Pose. Present. So Ben's a comedian, right? Sorry, wrong thing. If he can kill the ringmaster, it's only just that he should die. It's only just that he should die too. Oh! Sorry, I hate to cross the line, but he truly is a disgusting human being. Why do you hate him so much? Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clonked Penn right over the head. The theory's running true. Right over the head as hard as he could. Because they were both arguing about Regina. Ben, the ventriloquist with the speech impediment. You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourself. Good, that's what we need. Okay, close the tab. Doesn't seem likely for a tiger. I already read that, okay. Cafeteria? Let's just say there's gotta be something interesting there. Ah yes, the Big Berry Circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around. Ah, thank you. Oh, this is an atlas. Ah! Oh, I killed myself, really. I'm dying here. Coronary. How do you say that word again? Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. That's what I do. Okay. Acro. So this is Ringmaster's room. And this is where the body was found. Okay, so just outside here. Acro. 3F. Okay, bye man. Best music, by the way. Keep our cafeteria clean. Well, that's a lie. This hurts me. As someone who cleans the dishes every day, this hurts me so much. I want to clean. I'll clean it. Ew. This place is gross. Must be because of last night. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder. That reminds me. What was it that Moose said? He said that yesterday morning, Max clonked Ben over the head. Here. He also said that there's gotta be something here. Nick, what's gotta be interesting? Don't ask. You mean this thing? This is strange. There's nothing on top of the stand. Look here, Max is written on it. It must be his VIP table. Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? You won't be putting a 10-course meal on this. Well, he could still eat hamburgers, right? I don't know if he did this himself or if someone's playing a trick on him. I'm gonna look around. What can I click and what can't I click? Okay. Keep our cafeteria clean. Doesn't seem like anyone's ever read the sign, huh? Maybe they should make it easy to understand. Clean it or die. Well, that would definitely make them clean up. Not necessarily. Ah, a bulletin board for, bulletins. Doesn't look like are any useful clues posted here. Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read. Juicy? You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like message from the killer. Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe would take it all seriously. Kitchen is over here. Everyone must have taken turns cooking. There's a duty list posted here. I wouldn't mind trying my hand at cooking for this many people. Maya's killer hamburger. You'd try it, wouldn't you? Not if it's called killer. Oh, yeah, my chat had broken. Thank you. I kept wondering why I kept looking over and seeing nothing. And Tiger, did you pet him? No, I didn't get to pet the thing. It's a big cat. I would have patted. I have been following and giving my full attention. Nice, Minnie. Thanks. Good job. I want an killer burger. You want an killer burger? Hell yeah. What's this? Must be a juice bottle or something. Okay. You know what's weird? So one hand is like warm, one hand is cold. It's just proof which hand is like under my blanket and which hand is using the mouse. It's the sad thing about being the right hand. Always be colder. Juice bottle. Oh, watch out, Nick! There's broken glass all over the floor. A broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor. Do you think it means anything? There's gotta be something interesting there. Huh? Looks like we're going to have to go back and meet with him. Him? There are dirty dishes all over the place. It must have been too hectic last night to clean up. You know, I can't stand a mess, Nick. I think you and I should clean this place up for them. Why do we need to clean up? 1, because I hate dirty cafeterias. 2, because one bears repeating. But it's a crime scene. We can't clean it up. We have to preserve it for evidence. Oh, you know, I really hate dirty cafeterias. As much as I hate cleaning dirty cafeterias. Looks like they left it exactly as it was in that murder. They didn't seem too worried about cleaning up the dishes, did they? Look at all these dishes. It's making me hungry. Let's go get a burger at the snack stand outside. Once we're finished with the case. Alright, then let's get this over with, Nick. Here we go. Where's the mute button when you need it? What my sister tells me. She has been knocked over. That's what it looks like. It looks as if someone knocked it over in a struggle. Or used it in self-defense. Or maybe Regent just likes to eat his dinner in the cafeteria. I liked her thinking. Alright, we're done. Nothing on the roof. Nothing on the floor. Nothing else anywhere else. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Cool. Back we go. Too stunning. Lodging house. Move. Mers. Present. Bottle. What do you think about this? Anything come to mind? It means they are all pigs. Look how unclean this place is. Holy hell, don't you mean Maya Phoenix? I know, right? She's like the second best character? Third best. Third best. I'm sorry, Miles comes first. Sorry, Maya. What do you think about this? Anything come to mind? You want some advice on your development as a comedian, right? Oh, that's a... He didn't... Okay, I'm not supposed to present it to him. Okay. Alright, what about this guy? I'm telling you, look at this. Fuck. Why weren't... The other guy didn't talk about it either.
Am I missing something?
Oh. I'm supposed to go back to the defendant. Okay, and this is the end. Okay, cool. Thank God, okay. What am I doing? Defendant. Detention. Okay. Oh wait, save first. Oh look, it changed again. Wait, is it gonna update? Come on, chat. Come on, chat. Level up. Come on, chat. Come on. There we go. Maybe for the magician. Oh, I was right. No way. Good job, Philip. Philip's paying attention. Alright. Meeting with Russell. Last night, you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such? Exactly. We reached an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary? I hate that, yeah. This thing. That's... It was on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said that you'd received quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not with the compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous! Alright, I'll tell you in truth. Last night, the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you. Why would he do that? Sorry, sweetie, that's private. The ringmaster called him. I wonder if there's some sort of problem. Max, perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about? Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you to this riot night? This? Okay. Isn't this why you were called to the ringmaster's room that night? Where did you get that? The cafeteria. But you already knew that, didn't you? Of course. It fell and broke on the floor. He's still hiding something else. Max. What is it, my sweetie? It didn't fall and break on the table. Use this bottle too. Profile. Ben. Ben. Oh, there's the tiny doll that I never saw. You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? I like the idea of him being protective of Regina. I feel like that would be really cute. It would be cute if, like, he protected her from him. And then they heckin' dated. It'd be cute. And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous! You might as well be a magician! Okay. Success unlocked. Yep, the problem is his daughter being underage. Yep, absolutely. I mean, again, like, he's 21, at least that's a little bit more acceptable. Like, 2 more years. And if she likes him, just wait 2 more years and see how she feels about it. The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast, we had a run-in. I mean, you had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist. You could put it that way. Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet guy. We fought about my sweetie pie. You mean Regina? That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. There you go. Would you put up with that? Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben? Told her he was in love with her. Are you sure this is Ben we're talking about? All I can say is that he made me mad. I had to tap him on his hard head. That's one way of putting it. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized it was my chance. It was my chance. Your chance. That's when I went to his room and I laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie. What? The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie. Does she know this? And no one else's. I see. But does she fucking know? Excuse me? You can't make these plans without consulting her. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up? What do you mean by shut him up? You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trilo can't say a word, not without Ben. Trilo? The puppet, the ventriloquist's puppet. His real name is Triloquist. It hurts me. But underage changed for country to country, right? Maybe in Japan it's different. I think it is 16, so it would technically be okay. But again, she hasn't showed any interest. Maya sounds very possessive. I think saying my, like, my wife and stuff like that is like, I think it's cute. But, you know, it's gotta be like, after marriage, like, you've gotta, you know, like, you're allowed to use the language when you're proven to not be creepy. It's basically what I'm saying. Like, it's cute if you know the person's not being a possessive piece of scum, okay? That's what I'm saying. Okay, anyway. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know, that's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. That puppet started flapping off at the balsam. So, I'd be screwed. You hid him? You mean the ventriloquist's puppet? You are so smart, sweetie. Where did you hide him? What, sweetie? You aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you? Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet. Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I had Trilo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trilo for me, do you, my sweets? No problem, not at all. Thank you, Bex. You know I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Then don't go hiding puppets. Or calling us your sweeties. Okay. Back we go. Oh, okay. No. When you write in caps, locks my sounds like that. It's different from wife to my wife. My wife! That's what makes me think. Huh? Ben's not here anymore. Yeah. I wanted to ask him something. It's cold out. He's probably in the tent. My voice is so... Does this place look different in the background? Is it... Or did it always look this way and I'm not paying attention? Again, I don't think I examined the background in this area. What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative. Of course we're making progress. But everyone loved the ringmaster, and there's no sign of footprints in the sea. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved. Of course. And now Regina is in here. I'm not seeing how that's related. Can I be able to see? No, I can't. That's the answer. No, but like, what if there's something? Kinda wanted him to stay behind bars a little while longer. Nah, I like Max. I think he's pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna read this for my own amusement. Why does that sentence look familiar? Wait. A ladder. It's just a step ladder. What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? Maybe they said this on a different thing. Yeah, I think they said that on a different thing. It's a rope. Type. A bloody chainsaw, for instance. I'm glad I don't pay you to come up with this stuff. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, this place. Looks the same as always, a great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing. Will you stop it, you poster pilferer? I'm just kidding, you know I already got one of these posters. You mean stole one of those posters. Yeah, let's focus on what Max said. He said that he hid Triller somewhere in this room. Oh, Triller, the ventriloquist puppet. Do 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 do. Ba 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 da ba 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 da bo. So it's not in the desk anywhere. Oh, well this it's not ticked. Nick, okay, trophies. There's something shoved under the bookshelf. That's Treeler! Ben's puppet! Why is it always a fucking creepy puppet? I think you're right. Let's give it back to him later. Why do I have to carry this thing? Because it's creepy. What am I doing? Treeler looks creepy. Okay, good. We're on the same page. All that talk about hamburgers is making me hungry. I know, right? I don't even like hamburgers that much. Nope, still can't be bothered. Alright. This place just looks boring. Actually, let's stay here. This punk, huh? Trailer is such a wooden, cheeky excuse for a puppet. Can't believe that this thing is what I'm up against for Regina's love. My sweetie pie, love only me. What? You're up against what for Regina's love? Whatever. Let's hurry up and give this thing back to Ben. Wait, where's Ben? Oh. Right, okay, got it. Got it. Here. And then cafeteria. I put cheese inside a hamburger I make. You say that because you've never eaten one of mine. No. I have a cheese on patty refusal. Okay. I do not want melted cheese on top of a patty. It's not that good. You know, keep that for God. Nachos sound great right about now. Hold the phone. What was I talking about? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to cut you down so quickly. I'm so sorry. I'm not a huge fan of burgers. I'm the type of person who's like, meat on the side, eats the bread, I have deconstructed burgers. I think we've talked about that, right? Like, I have the steak. Oh, sorry, the steak. I have the beef. I have the I have like, you know, like the carrot and the lettuce on the side. You know, maybe darn, I should have burgers. I could do that. I mean, I have to go buy, like, I could buy like patties and stuff. Maybe I'll do that next week sometime because we have lettuce we need to eat, so maybe it's a good idea to have lettuce. Okay, I'm gonna do that next week. Write that down on my hand. Dragon and burger. Someone's gonna look at my arm at some point and be like, what's dragon burger? And I'm gonna be like, shh. Dragon burger. And this takes a lot of effort. Burger. It's so annoying because the dragon is all seeped into my skin. Okay. Yeah, I'm just, you know, the way I am. I can't help it. I'd have to get used to having thing. I wish I could eat burgers, but yeah. Oh, hey Ben. What did I do? I am hello. Hello to you. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree? Yeah, I do indeed. Don't you think it's cold, Nick? I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case. Here you go, man. Ah, Ben, this is yours, isn't it? Yes, that's mine. Here you go. Triloquist return to Ben. Alright, man, let's get going. It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben. Okay. No, I wanted to talk to him first. So, Nick, where are we going next? Let's see, maybe we should talk to Wright. Hey, wait! Who said that? What are you looking at? Right here when you blind wench? Oh, here we go. What's your problem anyway? Don't you know how to properly greet someone? Ben? Is that you, Ben? No, 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 no. I would never. It was me. Yeah, me down here. I feel like I should just read him out like a mafia boss or something. You're Trilo? That is Mr. Quest to you, sir. Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. No, that's not right. What's a mafia voice sound like? Give me what's a mafia reference? Mafia reference. Mafia. I like ventriloquist. I don't. Dragon Burger would be a nice market idea for Skyrim. You're right. Speaking of me again, but this time with some proper respect. Not again. Mr. Quest, is that better? No, look at me when I'm talking to you, you 8-bit excuse of an attorney. Trailer. You talked about insulting people, you promised. But he was mocking me, not being mean to bullies was not included in the deal. Sorry, Trilo. Nick, what just happened? Trilo's still a puppet, right? Ventriloquist puppet? Hey, who do you think you're calling me a puppet? Now I'm questioning things too. I can't remember a mafia references. It's just what we're gonna do. That's what you know about the murder. You talking to me? I said you talking to me. Don't look at me, him, when you're talking to me. Triloquist, you behave, young man. Shut up, Woody. What murder are you talking about? You want the one where they after the old man? I guess so. No need to make such a fuss about things. Little man paid us all in peanuts. Interesting. Again, I feel like I need to just like... Okay. Woody. Now it goes. So, we have one person. Hear me out. Sounds like he was paying people unequally. Think about it, okay? Circus is pushing to get people, right? He has someone like Maximilian who's paying heaps, right? He has Mo, who is a longtime friend that he always tries to pay fairly because he was trying to help his parents. And then he doesn't have to pay his daughter because it's his daughter. Or maybe he gives her a little bit of pay, but that's because he loves her. And then it all ends up with Ben, who's kind of at the bottom of the rung, so he gets the least amount of money. Maybe. Because they make it sound like they make it sound like he might have been at the bottom of the rung in terms of pay. But at least you need to understand that it's one of those things where it's like, if Maximilian's getting paid heaps now, how much is that heaps? And how is that, like, you know, think of a pie graph, right? You have a pie graph. All, let's say half, okay? Half all goes to Maximilian, okay? So the second half, everyone gets smaller splits, you know? But if he readjusted to pay him 60%, they get paid even smaller. So every single time, so Max is not aware that every single time he demands a raise, it means that everybody else gets a smaller cut. He doesn't understand finances. I don't understand finances too. This is just me rationalizing. Oh, the sound. That's weird without music. And now there's a new guy that got a new contract with big numbers. You want to get your girl. Yeah. Trailer, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet. Yes, you did. Don't you have nerve pills or something to take right now? These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick? Okay, I'll talk. Gramps got clubbed over the head. What? Let me lay it out for you. Pace sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hand up my pants. I hate this. Let me escape. You guys didn't see it. Okay. Sorry. No game scenes. Just me. Just me. Yep, that's a line. Anyway. Your partner, you mean Ben? Yeah, the creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off for me, will you? He's just another one of the dorks around here. Oh my. But I'll be fair, in this cesspool of human garbage masquerading as performers, I found my Madonna. Your Madonna? Regina, my lovely Regina, she's stunning, right? Again, using my... She doesn't belong to anyone. She's stunning, right, Ben? Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far. You'll have to excuse him. He does not understand of what he speaks. I only am an appreciator of the true beauty, hence why I shall marry her. Marry? Oh my god. The ringmaster got knocked inside his cheap head by that flying fraud. You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that? Trailer, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that. Straighten up, I'm made of wood. Besides, you were there, you know what happened. You were there? If you're that interested, I'll let you in on the facts. Marriage. You're going to marry Regina? That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she? That is a red... That's a red flag. It's a red flag right there. I think I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled. Well, I don't care. It's my choice, not hers. We're getting hitched. I know you think that, but what? I gave her a special gift. I heard the wonderful gift of song. Gave her a song? Well, I am a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I decided to grace you with one of my songs. Tenor is down. I want you to touch me. I want you to kiss me. I want you to... The rest is private. Already a massive red flag. No, Maya. Maya, don't compliment him. Do not compliment him. It's a crime to compliment him. I think they need a little work. They need to be arrested. Who asked you? I'm the artist here. Thanks, but now that's Trilo's here. Now that Trilo's here, does that mean you can talk normally now? Hey, buttface! Uh-huh. Must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? Huh? You know it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all. Trailer? Enough jibber jabber. Let's get to the court already. Hey, wait a second. Nick, what's going on? He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. Fuck. Oh. Well, we fucked up. I didn't think he was gonna. Okay. Oof. Imagine if Regina is in love with the clown one. The clown has a daughter and it married someone at some point. I don't know what happened with Ben and Triller. Quite a pair, those two. What did that? Monkey? I don't know, what now? Ah! Yo. My attorney badge. Hey, welcome back, Nick. That monkey. Ah, my badge! The monkey stole it. What?
Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute, you look so completely dumbfounded.
Fucking. Myra's precious. She is. Regina! You, that monkey!
Hey, no need to get angry, okay?
But my attorney badge!
Don't worry, I'll help you out.
Okay, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it? I give that another red flag.
By the way, monkey's name is Money? Money the monkey.
Sure, man. Whatever. His name is Monk? Money? Can I have the... I need my... The monkey is called Money?
Yes.
Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get that back?
I'll see what I can do. Even I have money problems.
That was a good one. Eh?
Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home.
Haha, that's pretty funny. Guess I'll just have to find out where this monkey disappeared to.
I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask my Uncle Mo. He might know.
Huh? You don't know?
Oh, Money isn't exactly someone I'm on friendly terms with.
What?
It's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need shaming.
I almost said training. Taming the miller. Oh, I see. Go to Moe's. I guess it's time that I revisited that kooky clown. Do you mind telling us a bit about Ben?
You mean that guy that is always hanging around with Trilo?
What do you mean hanging around?
Well, he was there when Trilo told me he was in love with me.
Trilo told you he was in love with you?
Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him.
I have a problem with this game. I want to accentuate this by just iterating that Philip, Wolfs, and Tom are all pink on my screen. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Has Wolfs even said anything recently? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Now I'm questioning everything in life. Okay, that was Wolfs, and that was Zan. Philip. Sorry, I'm just making sure I didn't mix up anything at some point. Maybe she has money problems. Probably does. That ambiguous talk. Alright. But what about Ben?
What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trio.
Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of the circus. I talk way too much, right? No, you don't. If you talk too much, then I talk like twice the speed. Probably quadruple if we go via speech versus typing. Yeah. Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you?
Proposed to? That won't be for a while.
Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick? Yeah, Max and Trillo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage. Ah, Max only talked to the ringmaster about it. Forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly. So I guess Trillo hasn't asked her directly yet.
What? He's going to propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya?
Huh? What?
Who do you think I should go for, Max or Treeler?
Wait, you do realize that Treeler is a puppet?
Huh? I don't care that he's a bit stiff.
This is a problem. This is a massive problem. I hate this. Oh boy. Can I please tell her that it's a puppet? Please, let me tell her that it is a puppet.
Oh, it's getting Ben, right?
This hurts my soul. What am I doing? So, here. Is my boy here? Huh? Detective come? She took off already. Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. Bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct. Oh, wait. Yum, 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 yum. Something covering up an old sign, perhaps? Nick, look out! They've got the killers trapped behind that tarp. What, it wasn't funny? You know, I wouldn't have heard you to look even a little bit surprised. Yeah, I didn't notice that. I was too scared to talk. What? I have questions. This is so wrong in so many ways. I agree. Where's a Stantia? I imagine a I want to know, like, how does the Stantia process this information? Does she just laugh at it? Oh my, if it isn't Mr. Wright all the time. Ugh. It's alright to be wrong every now and again, right? Hey, Scenic, it just took a while for the trick to find its audience. So what can I do for you? Did you remember a good joke that you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair or maybe just pull my finger and let me have it. And we're gonna get the same sound effect either way, aren't we? How do you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? What am I talking about? Oh, Regina. Oh, the monkey. I want the monkey first. Have you heard of a monkey named Money? Oh, yes, Money. Stole my attorney's badge. Well, Money does love shiny objects. It does make sense he would swipe your badge. But under no circumstances can you chase after him. Huh? Why's that? Oh, no. You don't want him to get involved in a monkey business, right? Exactly. Bravo, bravo. Enough joking around though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family. Then who does he belong to? I'll be happy to take you to where his owner is staying. You mean right now? Of course! Shall we go? Go later. Which is my command. I'll give you the full repertoire of 101 jokes, please. 1001. So about Regina. Regina is such a pure, innocent child. Such a cutie, too. She was born and raised in the circus, you know? But that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top. Eyes are so shiny. Didn't she say that today was starting a weekend or something? I could swear she said, oh, you're right. See, she said she was away for the weekend, but today's still technically Thursday, right? Well, I mean, it would have only just turned Friday, where she is right now. So I was thinking maybe... I guess she would be prepping. Let's face it. It's the weekend before big LARP convention. She's probably making outfits. Sounds like Pearly. Every child's dream for the circus is her everyday reality. She lives in a dream world. She sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. Man, this guy, whenever he makes this expression, I just want to be like, The funny thing is that all seems normal to her because it is her everyday life. This explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist puppet. Don't ask me if reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. Clown sees life simply without complications. Wow, that's dedication. Okay, Acro's room. What is it? What's wrong, Mr. Wright? I can't breathe. Don't be such a whim. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. This is me. Anyway, this is the place. Acro's room. Acro? He's an acrobat. It seems like he's not around today. That's a big pile of junk in the corner. Don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Mr. Phoenix's stuff is over there too. Just be careful to make sure you got the right stuff. Thanks, Mo. See you later. Monkey who takes care of Acro habitually gathers all sorts of shiny things. Why is this important? Oh god, this is gonna be more complicated than I realized, isn't it? Holy cow! There's a fork and a mirror, everything's shiny. It's even a really cheap looking knockoff wristwatch. Look at this, it's a trophy, and it's really heavy. Nick, I found it! Your badge! It's right here. Put that back in my pocket. Taping it. Really saved me, huh? You find something wrong? Yeah, check this out. It's a ring. There's something engraved from T to R. Ring. Sounds like somebody's jumping ahead of the curve. They haven't even started dating yet. What the fuck? We find out T is someone else entirely. Find out there's a third person. Cheap ring with an eerie sparkle. Of Ben. Well, I think it's about time we wrap out our investigation. Think we'll win in court tomorrow? Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out of tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Oh, and maybe the puppet. Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side. That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. T to R. Trilo to Regina. Or maybe it's something else. Maybe it's something else. Haven't met Acro yet, so... Alright. We're going to do like... It's one of those things where it's like... Do I go for another hour? Or do I try and do like another 20 minutes and then stop? Because I might have to at this point. December 29th, 9:43 AM. District Court Defendant Lobby number 5. Somebody's nervous. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk? What? I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage. I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? No. What are you gonna tell me? That I have to believe in myself or something? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer. Flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really? No one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eye? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously.
Everyone calls him old half the time, you can't imagine. Test to rest. Test to rest. You're right. That sounds right. 10 a.m. Core room number 2. Hey, Francesca. Oh no, I have to do her voice too. Oh my god. I don't know if I have this in me. Oh, fuck off, Francesca. Oh, sorry. I just realized the defendant's name is Billy Bob Jones. So? Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we just called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if this is to our advantage. Ms. Von, call me your opening statement if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Huh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. Sure, man. It did not count, do you hear me? You must still be upset about what happened last time. It's pretty stupid of her. Karma and her whip. Karma comes with a whip, doesn't? You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. Guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to being arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? No, guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. It's not like it'll bring her dad back. There. Opening statement complete. Now, let's hurry and wrap up with this waste of time. Very well, you may call your first witness, Ms. Von Karma. No, I want to know what the murder was. Detective Gumshoe, yeah. So to keep you from work, as you're sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Wow. No mention, it's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well. I would like to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. I like how he, the judge, and I think even Phoenix all mutually are like, yeah, we're calling her sir and not ma'am. I think she needs hugs. I agree. If someone who got hugged would be so upset. I agree. Okay. Loading. Drinking. Okay. Details of the event. Night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold outside. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped— Shit, I fucking missed the most important sentence. It was beaten to death, sure, okay. I see, it was beaten to death. Here is the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this as evidence. Blunt force trauma to the back of the head. With what, though? Do we know with what? A monkey? With a tiger? A blunt object, Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Why would I need to cross-examine this? I'm sorry. I need to take a break. A monkey stole the cheap wristwatch was the monkey stole. Imagine if it was Regina that killed her father because she wanted to marry the puppet. I can see that. Isn't she the person who was like, man, she's a sweet, innocent soul? I don't think so. She just seems like a fool caught in the center of it. Don't forget, it's still Accra. You're welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. Okay, sure, whatever. Go back. Back up around 10 p.m. After breakfast was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent. Bob Mo went back to his room, tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. And Ringmaster Max went off to the Ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? Seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. I'd like for you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15. Okay, not a problem, Well, we got a witness that told us how that is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, well, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Would you mind telling us how the victim had his end? Okay. Victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. A wooden box. That's right. That looks like a metal box, but okay. Victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looks, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? 20-pound box. Boasts a small but strong lock. 20-pound box? Isn't that heavy? This may be my only chance. About the lock? You said the box was locked. How exactly was it locked? Well, it was quite a sturdy lock and it could took. Yeah, but was it opened? So when you found the box, it was locked, correct? Yeah, it was. Some of the forensic team took it back to the precinct and cracked it open. I see. Continue, detective. Go back. About the contents. You mind telling us what was inside the box? Pardon, sorry. Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Oh. Why, hello, Grandma Hannah. How goes your proceedings? Medicine? You think it's medicine? I don't know what that is. It looks like medicine, but I'm not convinced on that either. I'm losing my voice, FJ, but it's going alright. Little bottle. Bottle? What is that, detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. Condiment? What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Huh? Pepper. Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There's only one little box in that there was only one little bottle in that huge box. I wonder if it has some sort of special meaning.
Is there something inside of the pepper? Did anyone check? One more. You crook, are you? No, I'm not crook. I've just been talking so much. Between doing Ace Attorney all week and doing day streams as well, my voice is just, it's just getting sore. That's right. Oh wait, I did this. That's the Krabby Patty secret formula. It must be. Yes, no, I'm not. I'm top one. $1. You figured it weighs about 20 pounds, right? How heavy is 20 pounds? It's my fault, FJ. I'm sorry. Philip, don't apologize. Stop apologizing. You can't apologize for my willingness to talk to you, okay? I should apologize. It's my fault. I talk way too much. No. We are conversing at a rate in which I enjoy. You know what I mean. Sounds about right. The whole thing is lined with iron. Iron plating? Why do you think it's lined with iron? Figured they just did it to make the box heavier. Youch. I think we could all do without your guesses, detective. With what you actually know. Supposed to say the box was really heavy. A suspiciously heavy box lined with iron with only pepper in it? Sure it's not like something else entirely? According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? Police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it's something the perpetrator ran off with. Yeah, does Max have anything on him? You think so? Especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No. I bet he made it disappear with magic. Oh. Okay, sure. Tell you what. You can have tomorrow off to recover. No, I can't. No day off for you, Philip. But it's a holiday day. It's funny you say that because it's Anzac Day. On Monday, so we get Monday off, I think. What was I gonna say? Thanks, FJ. Yeah, have tomorrow off. I'll have 2 days off, actually. One of those days we're gonna watch Morbius, which means 2 hours of not talking, which will do wonders. I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. Guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little puddle of pepper? Puddle of pepper. Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. I'm not even off the sand yet. Obviously, but with that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to an sensitive guy. Such a good boy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Volcom, I'll call your next witness. I'd like to call Mr. Benjamin. Fuck. She must be talking about the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well. Oh god, I hate this. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Triloquist. I am employed in an operatic tenor. Excuse me, the witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman Ventriloquist. That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. The Lord of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decide by judge dressed like a woman. Well, what do you think? There's a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trailer, you know better than to insult a judge. Shut up! Just look at your nose. You would think you'd have sense to fix it. It's so ugly, I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know what, your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities really must enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? On, I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trailer handle this. No, you can't do this. This is a court of law. No, I refuse. Koto waru. See, you gave her 1 day and she says she will have 2 days. Nah, 1 day off. You haven't got 2 days off yet. Oh, come on. Just give a hand and she takes all the arm.
Just rips it off. Yeah, you give her an inch and she takes a mile, Philip. Bloody menace she is. What do you mean? I really want to see Trilo and Karma talking to each other. I don't. Yeah. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony in my court. You would get anywhere trying to figuring out this witness. Now let's proceed. What you witness? When practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge, clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza entrance. Wow, that looks like lipstick, wouldn't you say? But we don't know what Acro looks like yet. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? And the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. So Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene, you're sure of that? But that I doubt. He had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? His nose was pointed down in that one, but sure. That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing, you said you ditched the clown. That's right, Dress Boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. What's that? Here's absolute proof. Oh, silk hat. This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Ms. Volkenkavi. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Don't bow. I really just started. Thank you for stating the obvious, Mr. Wright. What do you have to say? Fuck you? I mean, you a menace, Hannah. You getting worse in your old age, too. What do you mean? I'm just trying to do my best out of here, bro. I'll fight you. Oh, God. Alright, we're gonna take a small drink break, and I'm just gonna speed through some of the pressing. Unless it's relevant. But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. Thank you. I don't know if that's an accident or just perfect. So cat cloak white roses. Thank you, Nick. Should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. Shut up. It's okay, Hannah. We still love you. I think when Hannah gets older, she will be the kind of grandma who protects the grandchildren. I mean, what else would I do? Be grumpy? I don't know. That sounds lame. I'll probably just hang back and play video games, let's face it. We all know that in retirement, I'm just gonna be playing video games. They're just kids, let them have fun. Yeah. Okay. Going to bed. Enjoy the weekend, everyone, and stay positive on the career stuff, hun. Thanks, Tom. Take care, dude. And thank you for the 100 bits. Much appreciated. She'll also be the one that loads him up on chocolate and gives him hugs all the time. You know it. That's all I do. When I saw Maximilian Galactica.
Hey, you still don't get it, do you?
Alright, let's
Thank you.
I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright. Great, I'm getting shut down by a toy. No. It's a bit strange, don't you think?
What's strange?
Hey, you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose the winner could have seen? This guy, right? That's the victim. That's correct. If Trilla was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Ah, obviously the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. Hmm? What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room. Why was he just as the witness stated at the scene of the crime? I see. Seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. Brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Trailer wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is a part of the bitter love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. I need to stop soon. I want to find a good stopping point though. Did I press this one? What time did the police arrive at the scene? Was that it had been around? Hey, what time was it? I think it was around a bit after 10:30 p.m. I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m. So you hung around the lodging house the entire time. I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you'd just stand outside in the weather. Well, the truth is...
Please shut up, you big nose dope. Why are you telling him anything extra?
Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in the weather? Or maybe you were waiting for someone. What? Who said they were waiting for someone? We can all do without your offhanded theories. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for in the cold that night? Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Amazing. You're waiting to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, I can't really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? Let's put it as what I saw, don't you forget that. Whoa. The pop-out baby a bit stiff, but he's right. Eh? Alright. There is obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. That makes perfect sense. What did you say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the thing. There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright. Spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina. Pain. Don't volunteer things.
Mr. Quest, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance of the lodging house?
I was waiting to propose to her.
You are what? Waiting to propose?
What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage?
That's... The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit.
Or pain.
Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of your silly proposal by a puppet.
About the proposal.
Okay. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket.
No, you don't. You are going to propose, you a puppet.
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
Yes, you're right. Just because I'm an old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too.
Why is this going places I don't want it to go?
Exactly. His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now. Oh, okay, Mr. Wright, please.
What's with that sigh at the end? What is happening? That was dramatic. The puppet exploded.
I know, right?
That's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? Wasn't going to propose that we were going to have some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben?
Yeah. That's the truth.
Got it, that's the truth. Even had something to give her.
So you're still thinking of trying to give it to Regina?
Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give it up that easy.
I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? It's about time to unwrap these toys.
Exactly what you plan on giving her? You know exactly what I was gonna give her, numbskull. There anything I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What is it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring?
Engagement ring?
Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. It's time for this to end right here.
Francesca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad. Push on anyway. Maybe something of a joke, but this is a historical moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to a human.
I advise you to cut this argument short.
I'd have to agree with her. Will the defense please revise their testimony? Wait, what? Speaking about the engagement, I'd like to stick to the facts, not solology.
You sure do. Enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe.
Plan on giving an engagement ring to Regina. Engagement ring?
Uh-huh, it's actually a diamond shape cut from most glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it.
It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on.
Spock, what's the ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off?
I'm sorry, but really.
You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing.
Alright, save. Trailer, do you mind if I show you something?
What is it?
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to double team me now. You recognize this ring?
Oh, that's mine. Give it back, you thief. Thief.
You just testified that this very object, I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I would still got it in my pocket. Why then, do I have it right here? Every time. What's going on here?
That's Ben, say something.
Don't be on the spot like that, Trilo. Found this in Money's room. What, Money's room? You mean a room they put money like a bank vault?
Ah, that filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming home.
Mr. Quest, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. What? Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. Oh, I see. Well done. Money likes to go after shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things. Same. Treeler, when was this ring stolen from you? Pardon. Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, the night of the crime. What did you just say? Details. I need more details. Give me those sweet, sweet details about how utterly wrong you are. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past. Correct. Well, I guess you might be able to say that. During... Might have... Well, it could have been taken around that time. Yeah. Maybe, so it was Acro, maybe. The Acro got the monkey to rob him, to distract him. Ben.
Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It's nothing to do with anything.
Especially not who committed the murder. Not for you to decide what has to do with that. Now, Trailer. The music started. Save.
I haven't admitted a thing, not I, Mr. Trailerquist.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trailer?
You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey money.
But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all that slow, loafy fool's called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point.
Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be?
Ben doesn't exercise enough. Ben's testimony has a flaw. There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony.
Contradiction?
The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness had stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours?
I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Well, then tell me this, Mr. Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant... Wait, let me save again. Monkey time. Monkey, monkey. Vigilant ventriloquist. Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dark face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
Ah, I've told you so many times. You'd think you'd know my story not changing.
I changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more.
Where there's one lie, there are usually many more behind it.
Sound just like me. I'm so proud. Oh, here we go. I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina, but that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max at the plaza that night. Showed up after I had been waiting for there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maxima and Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. Means that money didn't show up until after you saw Max? That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see, I'd say about, I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5 minutes stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. About what time would you say these events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that the practice already finished at 10 p.m. And you already know that I went to the Ledging House right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw it. Just around 10 more minutes. I'm sure you could do that. Now, what time was it? Indeed, what time was it? Oh, what time was it? Let me think about that for a second. No, I'm not good at this. It's 10:10 p.m. Oh yes, that sounds about right. Pardon. Sounds about right, because that's the time that I saw Max on the scene. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. So you testify that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning, good afternoon and during the day, right? And it's obviously that's you say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess, that's not a trio. You say good evening at night? I'm sorry, Gooder. Truly. Mr. Quist, I'd prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom. What? Impossible. A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better. Could be something wrong with this bit of testing. Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? Strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I would understand. That hurt. Perhaps you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. No reason that trio would ever say something that nice to Max, but how do I go about proving that with evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one. Guess you could give it a shot. No, I have a proof. The bottle. I'll press this first. You're 100% sure of what you just saw? Told you already. Jeez, I'm 100% absolutely sure. No, wait. That he could be of any more confident than that, right? Press this. Try the other one. Ben's half the comedy, yeah? Hate to say it, but Ben's part of your little act is coming off a bit stale. I'm sure that for pros. Okay. So if it's a professional performer, are you? Okay, this is redundant then. Get wrapped up in himself. Yeah, okay. Wow. This makes me so angry. it makes me angry. Okay. True, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal, it was just an argument, a disagreement at most. A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. Whoosh. Then, that morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. Alright. Is it assault? Hey. Karma have some angry issues. Oh yeah. I don't think that's assault. Or is it? I guess it's of malicious intent. Either way, would it be? I don't know, usually in like movies and stuff, they make it look like you could punch somebody and then just walk it off, you know, in like teen movies. I don't know. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There is absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There's no way a puppet this lurid would just come up and say good morning to his rival. Blah. Lurid? Are you saying this witness is lying? That he's trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie, honestly, I just... That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Let me see... Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? Saw a different person? It's my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else that we said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, he would have been no greeting at all, which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilio made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. What in the world, you? Explain who it was that Trilio saw that evening, then. Trilio's Regina, right? This is the person that this witness felt the need to greet that night. How about it, Mr. Quist? How about you stop asking me these ridiculous questions? You can show me all the crappy pictures you like. There's not one I wouldn't read. Okay. No, okay, you talking about Woodman. But don't say, Trilio, watch your mouth. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that, Trilio. Damn it. Maybe Russell? Wait, what? It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trilio would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh yeah, I suppose you got a point. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. That was weird. Okay. Watching you play this makes me want to play it too. Does it have it for PS4? Phone? Phone. Phone? I don't know. Maybe. Not that I know of, but that's how old the game is. Yeah, you can play through this. I don't know, it's one of those things that it's like, once you've I mean, like, don't get me wrong, you'd probably still enjoy it, but like, I have a memory like a trap, so like, once I've played through this once, I probably won't ever be able to play it again. Unless I'm trying to get the achievements for something I've missed. But yeah, aside from that, I one-time play for me, probably. Unless I play it again 10 years down the track. Yeah, Russellberry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster Russellberry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo, isn't that right? Well, answer the question, Mr. Quist.
Whoa.
Order. How do you respond to this?
Wait a second. Wait, at first I thought it was the old man, but once I got a better look at it, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
Still talking.
I am still talking. I know, amazing, right? I can't wait to.
And I'm still awake.
I know, right? It's okay. You don't have to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I can.
I'll be finishing soon though. I'm trying to find a good. I'm hoping there will be a recess at some point. And I'll stop that. I love you.
I love you too. Have a good night's sleep. Hi, Philip.
Every time we come in, like him or Wolves is always like, "Hi, Donna. Have a good night's sleep." And of course, like I'm busy
I've
talking.
left by then.
Yeah.
I love you too, Philip. Ooh, mysterious.
I know, right?
Have a good sleep now.
Okay. Good night. Sleep well.
Hey, boy. Hey, hi.
Okay, that's fine. There's still time. Oh, hi, Wolves. You back again? Just ignore my hair. Okay. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in that area in the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactic? Was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russellberry? Prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols? Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man, you gotta remember them by now. Here we go, everybody, all together now. Ow! Yes, we know, the silk hat, cloak, and white roses. A silk hat and a cloak, anyone would wear them. It'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximum Galactica? I think I'm just calling Maximum instead of Maximilian. Could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russellberry. Well, what? Ms. Von Carver, you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant. Well, If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, and we finally want a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You've established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but... What? God, who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide beyond a shadow of doubt an answer to that question as evidence that clearly establishes one thing, that there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Music F. Sorry, man. Didn't get to enjoy it long enough. Very well. Court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare the next witness. And that's my point to go to bed. I knew it was coming up. To be continued. It's time to be continued. Time to be continued. It ain't no retinue. Talking about to be continued. Do. Bedtime, yeah. I get to rest my fucking throat. Sweetie. Alright. Oh my god, my voice. I also need to go to the toilet, but that's besides the point. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all have an excellent day today and tomorrow. When I try to speak normally, and it's like, I don't know if it's obvious. It feels like it's obvious, because obviously I'm the one feeling the pain. Thanks for the stream, Han. Got you, Philip. Have a good long weekend. Have a good night. Good night, Zan. Take care. You're awesome. You're awesome too. I'll fight you. In terms of you being awesomer than me. Ah, rest the vocal cords of yours. I will. 90 times? Absolutely. Gute Nacht times. Yes, I will be resting my vocal cords for at least 2 days, and we'll see how Monday goes. But I will be playing until the end of this case next week, and then there'll probably be, depending how many days there are until the end of the week, I'll do Ocarina of Time renders. Black belt and hugs. I'm a black belt and hugs too. Have a good night's sleep. I said this earlier in the other stream. Wait, no, I just said this. Yeah, so we'll play through to the end of this case next week. And then I'll be winding it down towards doing Zelda month for May, so when we'll do Majora's Mask and other things. I don't know if I'm gonna do Majora's Mask first. Or something. I don't know. But that's the plan. So, yeah. Lots of Zelda sounds good. Hell yeah. I really want to play Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword again. I've been talking about it a lot recently, and it's like, I miss it. As well as Breath of the Wild. But it's like, do I have enough time? Depending on how long Majora's Mask takes? No idea. No idea. We'll find out. Yeah, sleep well, everybody. Take care. Have a good weekend. And I'll see y'all on Monday. Unless something happens. Who knows? I get ordered pizza again, and I sit and eat pizza. Alright. Yeah. Take care, everybody. Sleep well. And, yeah. Have a good night or day. Bye-bye. Zelda time is always good. Hell yeah. Depends. You going for 100% Majora's Mask? No. No. No, I'll just be attempting to finish it. I mean, unless you're saying 100%ing is, like, getting all the masks. Because I do want to try and get all the masks. Besides from that, I don't know. So it's fine. It's the difference between 4-day stream and, like, a 2-week stream. I don't know what's gonna happen. All the masks. Yes. Take care, everybody. Sleep well. Bye bye. Bye bye. I don't know how many masks are in the game, so, you know, who knows? Who knows? Yes. Good night. Sleep well. Yeah, bye-bye. Take care.